Pura skate park was built in just over 3 weeks by a bunch of skaters from around the world. We've come all the way to La Paz, Bolivia, to find out how the world's highest skate park came to be. And that's the best way to get into a skate park I've ever known.
La Paz, Bolivia.
So Kenny, tell me how Pura Pura skate park came about.
It came from an idea from my friend. He showed me a video of these German guys that they were building skate parks around the world. They called him and they were talking about the situation of skateboarding in Bolivia, and they just decided to come.
Pura Pura skate park pulls in skaters like me from all over the world. But before Kenny and his friends built Pura Pura in 2014, there was nowhere for skateboarders to go in La Paz. La Paz is the highest altitude city in the world, making it difficult to just get around and almost impossible to skate. So this is the highest cable car in the world?
In the world, yeah.
And how high is it, do you know?
4,000 meters, yeah.
That's why it was hard to walk up the steps just now.
Yeah, and also you can watch the difference from the social classes, really.
Oh, as you go up, you can see the difference.
You can see the difference. Look at that house, look at the city.
Sure.
Gracias.
Qué bueno.
Gracias.
Buenísimo, ¿eh?
Gracias.
So when the build was happening, were people saying, let's just use things from around here because there's bits of coping that are just bits of wood?
Some of it's branches, some of this is sticks.
Yeah.
We said, like, this could be a coping, you know, like, it looks original.
Yeah,
you know?
it's very different.
Like for a DIY, this is like a great skate park.
Yeah.
It's so smooth. The only part that's like kind of cheese gratery, the government built, like the flat ground over there, like that's the only part that they built.
They didn't copy anything. Everything is different. You cannot find another quarters. Everything.
Especially like now, the volcano with the tree sticking out.
Wow.
Which is crazy. Not one side of it's the same. And there's like a boulder in here and extra things to get your foot trapped. The first time I skated it, I was like, oh, it's really hard to get the line. Then you watch the locals and you're like, oh, okay. That's where you get the line from.
We didn't really skate until like the last days. And then you see one person do it, you're like, okay, so that's the way to go.
Look at that corner.
And the crazy corner, yeah. Not many people have gone around that. Oh, that was so sketchy. Oh. Wow.
So hard to
Proper whippy corner, that.
Pushing through the park, you just get tired immediately. The altitude's so like crazy that I'm like losing my breath just speaking.
Yeah. So what's it like coming to places like this and traveling to other places that have other women skating?
It's like a really, really good feeling, actually. It's all love at the end, and we're all doing this because we love it. So to share that with them, yeah, it's awesome traveling the world and getting to see girls in different skate parks. Told me today, Pedro, we did like a Wally back-to-back. And then we did it, he did it, and he was like, he came up to me, he's like, yo, that made me so happy. Like, you motivate someone and you see that in their eyes, and it's like being a little kid again. Like, Donna said, she was like, that's why I come here, you know, because like, the homies built. Peter's skating the park, and he's like, I built this ramp, so like, I know this ramp more, you know, because I made it with my 2 hands, and that's like, I think that's like gonna live forever. Like, this park has history, you know?
Ya que acá no tenemos muchos espacios para patinar, entonces con cada granito de arena que ha puesto cada uno, cada esfuerzo, para mí significa mucho. Valoramos mucho y por eso es uno de mis lugares favoritos en toda La Paz.
¡Bolivia!
Pura Pura is so different to anywhere I've skated before, not just because of the altitude, but because of the people. We made friends for life, and if you find yourself in La Paz, Kenny and the crew could look after you as well.